Honestly, this country never make you laugh before, even despite the challenge we did the country. Then that means you never enjoy this country way to its fullest. So let's watch this interview together and have fun together. Let's watch.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Now, earlier in the week, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, during a media parley in Abuja, criticized former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, over his recent "I'm hungry" remark, saying that the ex-River State governor is hungry for power, not food, contrary to Amechi's claim. Well, reacting to his utterances, Rotimi Amechi took a swipe at Wike, implying that they are not on the same level and that he won't exchange words with, and I quote, children. He further reiterated that he was Nyesom Wike's boss, whether the FCT minister liked it or not. Well, some people have also warned that Wike's current rosy relationship with President Tinubu could go the other way, given his past dealings with individuals like Atiku Abubakar, Peter Odili, Goodluck Jonathan, and Rotimi Amechi. Well, joining us on the show this morning to respond to comments made towards Nyesom Wike is Lere Olayinka, Senior Special Assistant on Public Communication and Social Media to the FCT Minister. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the program today.
Well, good morning. Good morning. Barka de Sallah.
Barka de Sallah to you as well. Compliments of the season. Yes, so the main focus of our conversation today is that of a right of reply to comments that were made and that you would like to respond to. So, sir, I give you the floor to go ahead and respond to these comments that were made.
Well, I first and foremost, I want to commend the management, especially the chairman of Arise News. That's our one of the leading light in journalism profession in this country, the Prince Duke. I want to commend him. I want to commend him for today because I can see that Mr. Rueben Abati is not here because I was not expecting him to be here. Because he took position of special assistant on media to Rotimi Amechi. He took position of spokesperson to Rotimi Amechi. So I was thinking that to be professional, to operate normally, Rueben Abati will not be among those who will sit in the studio to interview me. I said that it will be on this side of the discussion this morning. So while I will be talking in defense or in support of the FCT Minister Wike, he will also be talking in support and in defense of Rotimi Amechi like he has been doing. And I said that probably he has been appointed as a special assistant on media to Amechi because I watched him like 3 or 4 days ago saying that talking like the minister is rude, is this, and using unprintable words that I was not expecting to hear from somebody who has functioned as editorial chairman of Guardian newspapers. For somebody like that to come to studio and begin to call a minister rude in defense of Rotimi Amechi, because he was supposed to, in journalism, we are not supposed to have opinion. So I was shocked to hear him turning himself to spokesperson of Amechi. And I want to also suggest that since he's now Amechi's spokesperson, he should excuse himself from Arise TV and go and do his job properly. He should not be using a platform provided by respected Nigerians like Oga Nduka Obaigbena to ventilate his anger, his frustration, and his hatred for Wike. Because it is obvious that he hates Wike. He said here that Wike is rude. When he had issue with EFCC and he had to pay back the money he got from Dasuki, loot, then the alleged Dasuki loot. He himself and his wife knew the road to Wike's house to go and beg for a bailout, which is obviously got. And Wike was not rude that time. Oga Rueben Abati has always come to this station to present himself as a moral police, to postulate, present himself as a moral police. And he will not one day tell us that at one point in his life, he is a politician, a member of PDP. At some point in his life, he was PDP deputy governorship candidate in Ogun State. And he was comfortable having his picture displayed with that of somebody who was wanted by the American government for alleged drug trafficking. He was comfortable on the podium with somebody who was wanted by the American government for alleged drug trafficking. That is the person that will come here and pronounce with his mouth that a minister of this, a former governor, a minister, somebody he once ran to for help, and call that person a rude person. It is to me, I never believe that kind of word, but you know him. He's a bully like he has always been. Even you that you are talking to me now, I've seen videos in the studio bullying you, telling you that you did not respect him. You did not call him Oga, even you that are his colleagues, on live TV. So I want to commend the management of Arise TV for taking him out of today. So that
that is not what happened, sir.
Mr. Lere. Mr. Lere.
That is not what happened, sir.
Mr. Lere. Mr. Lere. Mr. Lere.
And also speak.
Mr. Lere Olayinka. Mr. Lere.
Mr.
Lere Olayinka. If you will hear me.
Like special assistant or media.
If you will hear me
former
out.
governor of Rivers State and former minister of transportation.
Okay.
Rotimi Amechi.
Mr. Lere.
That is in that regard.
Mr. Lere Olayinka. No, I have to come in. I have to come in here.
The minister saying that,
Mr. Lere, I have to come in here. Mr. Lere Olayinka, I have to come in here. It's not a monologue. Mr. Lere Olayinka.
Governor of Rivers State for 8 years.
I have to come in
Minister
here.
of Transport for 8 years. That is 23 years. How can that person come and deceive Nigerians that is hungry? In my place, they will use Yoruba and say, "Belong pamanamono kuo." Because if you have been in government, you have lived on government on public fund for 23 years. Just 2 years out of that public fund, the opportunity of eating government money, and you are now hungry. What kind of hunger is that? And you choose your birthday, and that is what we are saying. And I'm saying this again. Nigerians should stop allowing themselves to be deceived. People who were in government yesterday, because they are no longer in government, when they were in government, they did not call Nigerians to say, "Oh, Nigerians, so this is what we are doing. Come and join us to enjoy a public fund." Now they are out of government for just 2 years. They have suddenly become champion of democracy. Amechi has now become champion of democracy. Amechi, under whose judiciary in Rivers State was shut down for over 1 year. No court did not work in Rivers State for over 1 year. He is now champion of democracy. And Nigerians are listening to him. I don't understand. Amechi was Minister of Transport. And rail line that was done here was like 50% higher than the ones that was done in a country like Ethiopia. Ethiopia did its own for $4.4 million per kilometer. The one under Amechi was done for $3.4 million per kilometer. And that one, the one in Ethiopia was double lane. The one in Ethiopia was double lane. The one Amechi did was single lane. And that is the person that is now presenting himself as champion of good governance, champion of democracy. Just because he contested APC primary with the present president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he lost. He lost primary. And he said he did not support Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he had no capacity. And Nigeria proved him wrong. They said, "Oh, okay, carry your support and go."
So we must have to say a couple of things. Number one, first and foremost, Dr. Abati did not leave because of the fact that you, Lere Olayinka, was coming here. We have to restate that. He was indisposed. He couldn't make it here. He called in sick. Number two, all your allegations against him are unsubstantiated, and he has a right of reply. And he will also take his right of reply when it comes. And it is not fair to cast aspersions about a man and say things you do not know. So you thanking Arise TV for not putting Dr. Abati here, that's untrue. That's not a fact. That's not a single fact. He called in sick and is indisposed. And he will get his chance to be able to talk back. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll interface more. Okay, very well. Welcome back to the morning show. Some things I need to set straight. Dr. Abati did not leave the show because Arise TV told him not to come today. He was indisposed and he called in sick. That assertion that he didn't come because you were coming here is totally false. Secondly, all the allegations placed against him can't be substantiated, and he has the right to be able to respond to all of this. Thirdly, please let me speak. Mr. Lere, Olayinka, you would let me speak. You have been speaking for so many minutes here. You will let me speak, please. And I insist on that right. Secondly, the right of reply was between Wike and Rotimi Amechi. And I think it's best issues like that are focused as a right of reply based on that. Not this casting of aspersions about people that are not here to speak for themselves and saying things that are not true and do not hold water. So it will be best for you to moderate yourself and speak to the issues as regards the right of reply. I am still speaking. Mr. Olayinka. So please, I want you to focus on the right of reply of what transpired between your boss and Amechi. That's the focus of this issue. I'm not attacking people that are not here to defend themselves. That's the only decent thing to do. Go ahead.
Are you done speaking?
Go ahead, please.
When your Rueben Abati was in that studio, calling Wike, saying Wike was a rude person, was Wike there to defend himself? Was Wike there? So if he's not here, he will also hear what I'm saying and come as spokesperson to Amechi to also defend himself. Again, Oseni Rufai, stop behaving like you know everything. You are not a spirit. The allegation I made is against Rueben Abati, not you. Listen.
No, but I have a right to speak up for my colleague. I have a right to speak up for my colleague.
You have a right to speak up for him. Colleague.
Yes.
You don't have
we are a team on this show. We are a team.
You don't have a right. You don't have the right. You say even if you are a team, you don't have a right because we are not in the zoo. We are not in the zoo.
Mr. Olayinka, with due respect, maybe one of these days we'll talk about your own 20 million fraud allegations that you had to go back and forth to court for. Maybe we'll talk to that. Your own 20 million fraud allegations against you too.
I went to court. I went to court myself, and the case was struck out, dismissed. The case was dismissed. If I knew that you were going to talk about it, I will bring the court judgment. And that is why I say, so go and do a 2 or 3 weeks course in journalism so that you will know. You will not come to a TV station to begin to talk like you are a lawyer, using words like I put it to you. Like somebody is a court of law, you are doing cross-examination. I put it to you. I put it to you. This is a conversation, not an interrogation. You should also begin to act like human being that you are supposed to be. What I'm saying here is that I made allegation against Rueben Abati. Let him come and defend it. So you are not the one to say that the allegation is lying. He says it's false. It's true or not. Because you are not the person. Were you with him when he went to Wike? Were you with him in the FCC custody? Were you with him? You were not with him now. So stop behaving like you know everything. Is it not you that you study animal anatomy? You are supposed to be doing it.
Okay.
What is wrong in studying animal anatomy?
Okay,
Can you show us your own certificate from the school you went? Show us your own certificate.
On animal now.
Certificate is phony.
They said, do documentary on animals and stop talking to human beings and let responsible person or coordinate this program, not you. Not somebody who was convicted for breaking traffic offense. Not somebody like you. You come to station, you come to TV station and begin to do.
Mr. Lere Olayinka, if I may interject at this moment, we would like to have a productive.
Let me listen to you.
Mr. Lere Olayinka, please, sir. Please, sir. We want to have a productive.
Talk to me. Woman be talk to me.
Sir, please. Let's not.
You should retract your statement.
Rufai, please. Let's not.
I'm listening to woman.
We will not allow this conversation to degenerate into personal insults, defamatory territory, and so forth.
When Abati was calling, Wike was saying Wike was rude.
Mr. Lere Olayinka, based off of that, on this platform, we like to discuss issues that can move the nation forward, issues that pertain to governance and that pertain to.
He's clearly not here to talk about issues.
Mr. Lere Olayinka.
Mr. Lere, let's talk about your
Let's take away
provide your real
Mr. Lere Olayinka. Based off, let's stick to the subject matter. The subject matter here is around conversations, not just those that take place on this table, but in the public space. And I believe you're here to speak to some of those allegations, some of those analysis and criticism that are being posed to your principal. So, sir, devoid of attacking any person or individual, please, can you help us to unpack and give us your response in defense, in favor of your principle, not an attack on anybody who has spoken, because there has been criticism across the board. We cannot single out one individual who has critiqued your principle. So please, let's stick to the matters at hand. Your defense, sir, for your principle.
Thank you, my sister. You see, this is a conversation. You will also help me. This station, the anchor, including and yourself that you have spoken now nicely, you also help me to limit yourself to issues and stop addressing and saying on a live TV that a minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria is rude, is hubris. You should stop using words like that on people. Until you stop using words like that, you continue to have this kind of reaction from people who come to your station. So ask me question now, I will answer you.
Don't ask you question now.
You've been asked questions in the past and you never answered them. We told you to talk about the tiff between Rotimi Amechi and Wike, but you never answered them. You kept on assaulting people and abusing people.
I say
talk about the tiff.
Now.
Talk about the tiff between Rotimi Amechi and Wike. Talk about the tiff between them. Do you understand what I mean by the tiff? Talk about the tiff between them. Go ahead.
Wike said, listen. Rotimi Amechi said on your station that it does not respond to children. And some of us look at him and laughed. Because this person that he referred to as a child was a local government chairman when he was member of House of Assembly. He was elected member of House of Assembly in Rivers State. The same way Wike was elected local government chairman. Of course, you know the difference between House of Assembly member and local government chairman. These children that he said was the Director General of his campaign in 2011. Wike was the one who led Rotimi Amechi's campaign to re-elect him in 2011. This person that he called children, I don't relate to children, was the one in 2007 when Rotimi Amechi ran to Ghana and was hiding under the wrapper of his wife. He was in Ghana. Wike was the one leading the charge to bring Rotimi Amechi back as governor. When Supreme Court gave judgment that Rotimi Amechi should be the governor of Rivers State, Amechi was in Ghana. Who went to Ghana to go and bring him? Come home, the atmosphere is now clear. Nobody will attack you. You are now free. He could not face the fire here. He left Wike to be here to face that fire. He became governor. And he also said that, Wike has to be made a commissioner for finance. But he made him chief of staff so that he could supervise him. And I asked, So governors don't supervise commissioner for finance too. So if he had made Wike commissioner for finance, he won't be the one to supervise him because commissioner for finance is autonomous. Again, let me conclude.
Yeah.
Then this same child that he said child defeated him in 2015. This person defeated in 2019. He defeated in 2023. Since Wike and Rotimi Amechi parted way, tell me one thing that Rotimi Amechi has won politically. Give me one election that Rotimi Amechi has won since Wike went his way and Amechi went his own way. Amechi has not won a single election since that time, showing that this person was Wike was a minister of state in Abuja. Rotimi Amechi was governor in Rivers. Wike collected the structure of PDP from him.
Yes, sir. Mr. Olayinka.
I'm with you.
All right, so just final question, Mr. Olayinka. Very briefly, how does this help the residents of the FCT? For the people who are looking for housing, for the people who need access to infrastructure, healthcare, that need jobs, and so on and so forth. How does any of this? Is your principal focus on the tasks that need to be solved in the FCT? And when will we move on from all this?
The question that I want to ask you also is that how has this stopped the minister from performing his duties? The president, from June 10 to July 3rd, 17 projects will be commissioned by the president of Nigeria. Those projects were done by this FCT administration led by Wike. 17 projects. We are starting June 3rd, June 10. And it will go on for 17 days. Some of those, 10 of those projects will personally commissioned by the president. So all this one, politics, you play it. Then your job, you do it. Politics, as you look at it, and has not in any way affected the job of the minister. Yeah. And you can attest to it. Except people who will not want to say the truth. He's doing his job.
Okay.
And it is feasible for Nigerians to see.
Okay, Mr. Lere Olayinka, thank you for your time today. You have had the platform to respond to various issues in the manner you felt best suited the situation. And I would also just like to reiterate that Dr. Abati was not directed to step aside for this interview in any way or form whatsoever.
Bye-bye.